Alright, so when I was around 8 or 9, I got really into the Crash games, right? Not as much as Naruto, but still, my favorite was Crash of the Titans. Now, around that time as well, my cousin got engaged, and we got invited to the wedding, right? So some time passes, and one day I'm gaming, playing Crash of the Titans, and I made it the farthest that I had ever made it. Episode 14, Family Tree. And let me tell you, I was sweaty, scared, low on lives, but I was locked in. I'm fully focused, right? And my mom comes in and tells me to go get dressed, we gotta go to the wedding. And that's where it all fell apart. My world spiraled. I begged and pleaded, "Ma, please, come on, let me finish this level." But she was resolute. Now, growing up, me and my brother didn't have a memory card, so that meant every game we had was a marathon. She did say I could leave it on, it paused, right? However, I grew up down south. This happened in the dead of summer, in a heat wave. I knew there was a good chance my power was gonna die. So now I'm getting dressed and brushing my teeth, thinking, how can I get out of this? We get in the car, I'm plotting. That's when it hits me. My mom unknowingly gave me the secret, the forbidden scroll, if you will, Shonen Jump magazine. The third Tuesday of every month, I had new access to Naruto, manga, and all that weeb shit. Now, where I was reading in Naruto was around the pain arc when they were going and rebuilding Konoha. And I'll never forget it, there was like this side article of like obscure jutsus, and lo and behold, one of them was Teleportation Jutsu. And it was there in the car that I had my Jimmy Neutron brain blast moment. I was going to use Teleportation Jutsu to leave that wedding. Now, before we even got to the reception area, in the car, I had both my hands pointed and clasped so I can channel my chakra more effectively. Now, we get seated and sit down, and I immediately start getting to work. I'm starting to throw out every single hand sign I knew to try to pop off this jutsu. Now, I must have been doing this for like a solid 5 minutes, right? So, I'm sitting there, doing my signs. I look over, and all of my cousin's beautiful bridesmaids are just sitting there giggling and like pointing at me. And then they start like copying me, like doing my hand signs, and I'm sitting there like, you don't even know how to channel your chakra properly. Now this goes on for another 5, maybe 10 minutes, and like they're trying to like talk to me, and I can see them giggling and stuff, and I'm starting to feel like embarrassed, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I didn't stop. I kept at it. But despite my best efforts, I never pulled it off. Eventually we get called, the wedding goes on, and I hate to say it, but we lost power and I lost all that progress.